Coach Carrick said that you guys got 1 out of 50 balls. They got 7, and they brought more energy. What do you think caused that to happen tonight?
You should have asked Carrick. I don't mean any disrespect. I had a lot of energy tonight.
How would you assess your defense tonight?
Poor. You know, I don't think we were able to string any kind of stops together whatsoever. They got into the paint at will, as is reflected by their very high shooting percentage, 50% for the game, 55 in the second half, and they scored 78 points. You know, they beat us off the dribble. They beat us curling screens, and just, I thought, really had their way with us when they had the ball.
You didn't have a ton of turnovers, but it seemed like your offensive rhythm was maybe disjointed as a result of some of the stuff. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I would say that's accurate. We didn't have, you know, an abundance of turnovers. We had a workable number, 13. We'd like it to be 10 or fewer, but, you know, in DePaul's losses, their opponents are averaging 12 turnovers, and their wins, 20 turnovers. So 13 was a manageable number. But offensively, you know, at the end of the press, I don't know that we attacked when we could have. And then we got caught in no man's land and settled. What we want to do is we want to attack where we can and get an easy basket. And if not, then we should run our offense and hopefully get a good shot later in the possession. We got caught somewhere there in the middle on too many possessions. I don't think we really made each other better. I think the ball went inside nearly enough when you look at Jordan getting 6 shots, and Ruslan had a great inside out, back inside field goal. That's 5 for 7 from those two guys. Eric was over threes. That's 5 for 10 from your 3 post people. But with Jordan in particular, you know, we've really emphasized that, and you know, I just thought we didn't have enough movement. I thought the ball stuck, and we, on top of all that, when we did have good shots, when we did have open shots, we didn't shoot the ball well. I mean, we're 3 for 15 from 3. We have some wide open shots that we don't convert. And then at any number of junctures, including the start of the game, you know, we don't give ourselves any relief with our free throw shooting. You know, we have 7 points, but we should have 10 because we're 3 for 6 from the foul line. We go 1 for 2 on 3 consecutive fouls. And then you finish the game, you're 8 for 19. I know we missed 1 front end, maybe a second. So, you know, you're looking somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 for 20 from the line. If you're 8 for 20 from the line, you got to be dominant in some other category. And to Carrick's point, our deflections were low, 10 in the first half, 29 for the game. We get out-rebounded, and they beat us to 50-50 plays. But that doesn't leave much else.
Was it their athleticism on the board that made the boards different?
They're an athletic team. Make no mistake about it, but our leading rebounder is John, and he's not exactly the most athletic guy, so it's not just about being athletic.
That 29 deflections in the context, normally you expect what?
I mean, you know, we were much better in the second half. We had 19, and you know, we pressed the last 12 or so minutes. But I know this: we shouldn't have 10 at halftime.